So hi guys, we're going to talk about what has happened in Kenya the entire year. So what has happened in Kenya for the entire year and the impact to the economy and the people. So in the comment section you can just tell us what you think that happened that was negative and positive at the same time. So let's watch the video and enjoy the video till the end. Hi guys, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Sande. Welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. It's Sande. So if it's the first time here, please consider subscribing the channel, like, comment, and share the video. So this is the last day of 2024. So happy New Year in advance. And just want us to have a reflection of what we have achieved this year and what we are supposed to achieve in the coming year. What we are trying to achieve in the coming year. So how was your year? How has been your progress this year? And what have you achieved so far? And what are you working towards? You know, when the year starts, that's when most of the people have what you call the year's resolutions. You know, let me chill here as I have that conversation. The thing is, normally everyone in the month of January, people write different goals that they need to achieve that entire year. So most of the time, there are those that are give priorities, but some people don't. You need to have a list. Then on that list, there's some goals that you give the first priorities, and some that you don't give that higher priorities. So at the end of the year, you need to go back to the list that you wrote and try and see what you achieved that particular year and what you haven't achieved that particular year. Something here looks like a toy, kid's toy. It's having some, looks like an aeroplane, you know. So the thing is, this year, if I remember my goals that I had, okay, I have achieved a few, but majority of them I have not achieved, you know. So when you do those goals, sometimes you need to have that urge and of achieving them, but at the same time, you need to know that sometimes some might not come that easily. So you need to ask yourself, what did I put as a goal this year and what have I achieved so far? So I'm coming live from this place here. This is Red Hill Road. I'm chilling at this look like a small park here, where with some trees around, and it's a very nice place to relax and enjoy and relax, you know. But need to be very careful when you relax here because someone might relax with you also. You know what I mean? So this year, according to Kenyans, it was a very challenging year for Kenyans, and you know, in terms of the economical status of the country, and also the way things have been unfolding, you know, because you can remember in the month of June, that's when we had the Gen Z demonstrations, which were really impactful in terms of economical changes. And you know, the thing was, normally in Kenya, we usually have our financial year starting from the month of June. So before that financial year, you know, the government has to come up with what we call a financial bill, how people will be taxed and how the government will carry out its operations for the entire year. So what happens is that during this year, they had an exaggerated financial bill that was like really tough to the common mwananchi. When you talk about common mwananchi, you say those guys who are the hustlers, you know. And you know, the president at the moment is to say he's a guy who supports the hustlers. But the thing is, during that time, the financial bill was kind of really tough to the common mwananchi, and the people are like, no, you have to fight against this. So there was the youth came up and formed a group called the Gen Z, Generation Z. So the Gen Z were really tough to the government. They were like, this is the time for you to step down and abolish this fake and productive bill, you know, because the bill was like they are taxing everything. You know? They were taxing everything, the roads and almost everything was being taxed, you know. And the moment you do that, you are unable to sustain the economy, because most of these people that you want to tax, that word is coming up, shagala bagala, you know? So you know, most of them, majority of them, maybe they've just if they have no jobs. Some are employed but they're not earning that much. So you find that when you are taxing them, the money that they reaches in the account is just peanuts, you know. Someone wakes up early in the morning, goes to work, very hopeful that things will get better. But now at the end of the day, when you are paid at end month, you find that the money you are being paid is close to zero, you know. It's close to zero. So that's the problem now. So that's the year. June was tough. Most of the guys were killed, and that's the first time that the historic moment happened, you know. What happens that on June 25th, if I'm not wrong, the Gen Z were able to access the parliament, you know, and which is not an easy thing to do. They were able to infiltrate the security and go to the parliament. They were in hundreds of hundreds. I've never seen a strong demonstration like that, because what happened is that the demonstration was kind of tribeless. You know, normally in Kenya, when you have demonstrations, most of them just relies on tribal grounds. You find that let's say the Luos are demonstrating against the government, and sometimes maybe the Kikuyus are demonstrating, but it's not. It has never been to a level whereby people are doing it as tribeless. And you know, a tribeless demonstration is very hard to control, because you have no one to blame that you are influencing other guys to come and demonstrate, because like everyone has woken up, they are in the streets. So that was what happened, you know, this time round. It was a tribeless demonstration, because the Gen Z were like, we are tribeless, we are formless, we are leaderless. The thing is, when they say they are leaderless, that means that you are unable to spot that person whom you think will be able to influence them and get hold of him to control the demonstration. So they were leaderless, they were tribeless, they were formless. Formless, that means they will wake up in the morning and go and demonstrate without even caring of what's happening. And they are formless. They just want to go and show you that you have to listen to us, you know. You have to listen to us. That's the thing about the formless demonstrations. You have to listen to us. There's nothing else rather than you listening to us. And the president had to follow, to bow to pressure. But now, this president is kind of a tricky man, because he blinded some of the Gen Zs. Because when he dropped the parliament, the CS, when he dropped the parliament secretaries that were in government, when he fired all of them, he later on instead some of them. So it was just like a blindfold to the Gen Zs to tell them that relax, I'm in control. That was the first achievement that happened. That's early July. Then later on, it came a time when there were some few changes that happened, but something that I feel that was important. The Gen Zs did a very good job, because they showed the government that this time round, it's not all about tribal lines, you know, because all of us, we can come up and tell you that you are doing wrong, you know. You're supposed to do the right thing. We are not begging you to do it, we are commanding you to do it, because that's your job. If one wants to be a politician, that means you want to be employed. You are unable to employ yourself, you know, because that's a job that you're asking people, give me a job, because I can't look for a job. But you know, most of them, they just go to buy seats in a greedy motive. They just want to go there and make sure that they get rid of your finances. But you know, when you become a politician, that means that you are jobless. You are looking for a job, so you have to work no matter what. You have to work according to how people tell you to do so. So now the Gen Z demonstration were infiltrated by some guys, you know, whereby they became weak. After people were abducted, they were killed, and it slowed down, and But now the small changes that happened in the government cooled down the pressure from the youth. But after all, it's just cooled down slowly and people went back to their normal duties. Now, here comes this month of December, November to December. You know, the AI came up, artificial intelligence, and people are like, let's, most of these people, they have never, most of Kenyans, most of them, they have never agreed that the president is their president. But before that Gen Z thing, before that AI thing came up, the drama came in again, whereby the deputy president of Kenya was impeached, Rigathi Gachagua. But that thing was political, because then if you follow the, wait for that exact pass. Now I'm just on this road, slightly noisy, but not that much, because it's on 31st of December, and it's not that crowded. People are still at home, holiday. So the thing is, when the time for the then deputy president to be impeached came up, according to when the case was being heard in Senate, majority of us were like, this thing is political. And truly it was political, because the argument that was being done by the other guy, Mutuse, who came up with that bill to push it, it was like they were not having a very strong ground to impeach the deputy president. But now, because it's a political process, and most of the political processes relies on politicians to make decisions, it ended up being successful. Now Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, then he was replaced by a guy called Kithure Kindiki. That's now the second phase of political turmoil in Kenya this year. Then later on, that's when the AI thing came in, artificial intelligence, whereby it was like, now you have done everything you can do to show us that you have powers and you have numbers in the parliament, but you can make fun of you. So they came up with this AI about the president, some funny things, some funny names. But now he fall into pressure, and that's something that he did. I think the mistake that he did is to show the youth that I don't like what you're doing. And sometimes when someone who hates you, when he knows that what he's doing against you don't love it, he'll do it more. So the best thing to do is to assume that you don't see what he's doing. And get that point? Someone who hates you or who dislikes you, if he knows that what he's doing to you, you are not loving it, that means he'll do it more and more. So the best way is for you to relax and don't show him that you don't like what he's doing to you. So that's what happened. The president has started, now they became abductions, but now the government is saying that we are not the one abducting these people. But the question is, who is doing so? So yesterday we had demonstrations in Nairobi about the abductions, because majority of the youth have been abducted. Mostly those who post in X. X is the Twitter. They have been abducted. That's something that I feel is not good, because someone wishing you death is not a crime. I don't think so, because everyone one day will die. So if you feel mad or sad because someone said you might die, I don't think it's a good thing, because this life belongs to God. God is the one who controls everything. So if someone says you're gonna die, and he's saying it, but he's not telling you right directly, because when he tells you directly, that might be a threat. But now just saying it jokingly, don't take it don't just take it that serious sometimes. But it depends with the, you are a leader. When people say that, they're just saying it to ridicule you. It's different from someone telling you one-on-one. A leader is, when you're a leader, you need to have that very thick skin to be able to accommodate all this ridicule. So that's what happened yesterday, and the demonstrations came up, and that's what happened to Kenya this year. That's a recap about Kenyan happenings the entire year. So we are waiting and see what will happen if the abductees will be released, and see if the government will be able to obey the court ruling, because the High Court said that those who have been abducted will be released with immediate effect, you know. Because normally, according to the Kenyan law, is that when someone has done a mistake, he should be arrested and taken to court within 24 hours. But now what happens is that they didn't do that. They just abducted them. I see that guy on that bike. That's a dangerous thing that I can't dare do. So the thing is, they were like, they were supposed to be taken to court within 24 hours. But that's what they are not doing that. So they are trying to wait and see if the government will obey the court ruling and do what's supposed to be done. So that's the recap of the year. On the comment section, you can just tell me what you can remember about Kenyans. It has been a tough year in terms of economy, and things have really messed up. A lot of things have happened, and it has been a very tough year for everyone. A lot of people have really, their jobs have lost their jobs. Some, and because of the taxes which are so high, that means that most people are unable to sustain themselves, you know? And that's what has happened the entire year. And in the comment section, if you can remember anything that happened that you feel that was not good, just tell us in the comment section. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. That's just a recap of the year in Kenya, and let's hope that next year will be a very good year for us. So as you do your own goals, ask yourself, what are the chances of you achieving the goals, you know? Because for you to achieve that goal, you need to put on more effort. So work on that effort, try your best to make sure that things work out, you know. But trust in God and everything will work out. Just believe in yourself and work so hard, work so smart. You can be able to do so. You know, there are different. Working hard and smart is a very different thing. So you can work smart and work hard at the same time. But be smart and try your best to make things work. And trust in the process, and take things slowly, time by time. Things will work out for sure. That's what I believe in. And the time will come when you'll be able to feel that the best has happened. So guys, that is it. That's a recap. Let's hope for the next year to be the best year. As we put on our goals, let's hope that things will work so well. So according to the YouTube channel, this is Sande. The year's achievements, I talked about it on the live stream. I might talk about it later on in the live stream. But to me, I think thank you so much for all of you who have been here supporting me. Thank you so much for standing with me all this time. Thank you so much for believing in my dream as we try to showcase the best part of the world, you know, and Africa at large. You know, that things that we are trying to show that things are possible. So thank you so much, and I'm gonna hope that everything will work out, and with the help of the God and you, things will be better. So January, I hope to do another village series for some few days. So wait, and you'll be able to enjoy that village series that will happen early January. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.